Got a little bit of a late start today, but that's okay. So I was experimenting with the City Skylines map. I built a new city, and almost immediately the lag set in, and so I think it definitely is the river that is causing the problems on that map, which is unfortunate. So we'll have to see what I'm going to do with that next week. I did, however, put in a canal. It is the bend in the river that causes the waves on the river. So that is also interesting. Alright, well, let's just continue on. I think last time I was looking for somebody else. Yes, that clearly the developers didn't really either test that map very well or ever come across that problem when they made that map. Hello, Caleb. Okay. So, before the crash last week, I was attempting to hire somebody to drive in my other truck. Okay. The recruit. Alright. It's closed now. Wasn't it? It was totally open though when we got here. The game shifted the hours. What the hell? The game totally shifted the hours on me. What? Okay, well... Where can I go? Go all the way up to Oregon or back down to LA. Now, LA, I know, would have some recruitment offices, and it looks like we will be passing through Huron at the very least. It's not a whole lot of money, though. This is pretty close to there, so we'll be going in the same direction. I guess I'll be taking this one. Well, that is unfortunate, because now it means that I've got an empty truck sitting back at my garage. Oh well. I think I can actually access the employment office from online. So I don't need to actually go over there. I should probably actually look and see how far out of town this thing is. What? Holy crap. Okay, so I took the wrong turn and the games decided to take me all the way around. This is actually where we're going. So we're just going to find a spot to turn around. Now that we're on the highway, I'm not so sure I can. Well, crap. There was a spot back there. And of course, it being as dark as it is. Okay, well, this is a great start. There's got to be a turnoff up here. Well, there's a rest stop. I can stop at the rest stop, actually. turn around there. It is dark. Full brake, please. All right. Well, after this wonderful start going nowhere, my goals today are to get a driver and possibly another truck with another driver. It's largely going to depend on if I can actually get a job. Probably slow down. I mean, 80 miles an hour is a little bit fast to be going through the middle of a town when the speed limit's 30. I leveled up. This is actually where I need to go. Maybe if I put on my blinker? Oh, I'm already on my... Never mind. I forgot that this one actually had a turn lane. So how's today going? It's nice and sunny here. Which also means it's going to be pretty hot today, probably. What's the weather doing over there, Pocket Ninja? Do this one. This one will get me back over here, and I could possibly go down to Santa Cruz at the same time. Oh, it's one of those days where it just keeps... sun keeps popping out. I think we'll just do this instead. Well, you know, that's always interesting, but it tends to make things very humid, too. All right. Alright, and away we go. And then we just go back pretty much the way we came. That's fun. Alright. So, apropos of nothing, I've gotten into this habit now of watching a lot of, I guess, sort of crafting YouTube videos, but it's not really, I'm not sure what's going on up there, but it's nothing I want a part of. It's not like arts and crafts, it's more like, I guess, I don't really know how to explain it, life crafting. So I think I've mentioned before that I watched a channel called Townsend's, and it's this guy who's a reenactor for the 18th century, and specifically 18th century America, so colonial America. But his videos are really more to do with food a lot of the time, and cooking implements and that sort of thing. And so I was watching a lot of that, just sort of for inspiration for this this Twitch game idea, this colony idea that I'm still working on, still trying to flesh out the details on that. So I've been watching that, but then I sort of fell down a rabbit hole of Chinese videos. Not really similar, but just sort of in a similar vein of handcrafted and sort of traditional crafting techniques and knowledge and that sort of thing. Some of it's really fascinating. So there's one channel that's pretty popular. I think her name is Li Ziqi. I don't know how to pronounce Chinese, unfortunately, but something like that. But she does a lot of kind of vignette style videos on making food or other things. And then I found another one recently. His name is Xiaoxi, and he's more focused towards like the crafting stuff. What I like about his videos is that he does crafting of something. So like he'll make a teapot or a pan. One of the ones I watched, he made a cleaver. So like he'll make all these tools and all this equipment, and then the latter half of the video is food related. So he'll make food with some implement. But just the quality and the detail of the videos itself is impressive. But you know, it shows a lot of old knowledge and techniques, I guess, traditional techniques that you don't think about, and in how things are made, or how things were made, I should say. I know that a lot of the Chinese stuff really isn't relevant to here, but there's another channel called Mr. Chickadee, and he trying not to run in the back of that trailer. He also uses traditional techniques. His stuff is building, and so he built a workshop in. I don't think it's an American technique. I definitely think it's more like a European technique, but it's just fun. It's cool to see a lot of these hand tools, handcrafted, more, I guess, tradesman knowledge than sort of the home improvement kind of thing. Okay, I need to get in here. Yeah, How to Basic is pretty popular. there's a lot of obscure channels out there, or channels that actually have a pretty decent viewership, but they're non-English videos, and so the wider English-speaking audience does not get to see them or become aware of them. But I feel like one of the selling points for the videos that I've been watching lately is that they are silent. There's no explanation really. There's no subtitles on what's going on. You're just basically watching, and they're very relaxing and chill videos. There's another one, well, another couple that I've watched that are more like primitive stuff. So one of them is primitive technology, and the other one is primitive skills. And so one is this guy in, I'm assuming, the rainforest somewhere. I need to be, oh, okay, this lane does turn. And so he makes a lot of Stone Age technology kind of things for his little base encampment. But then there is a guy, I don't know, Southeast Asia is what it looks like. But he kind of goes through Bronze Age stuff. So, is it Australian? Yeah, I don't know where he's at. It's just always raining in his videos. It's very lush. But it's just really cool. It's really cool to see the things that can be built with just very basic knowledge. And that's always fascinated me. I think I've probably mentioned before in other videos, but a lot of that stuff is part of my fascination with city building games. Just because I like, the ancient technology, the ancient civilization building, just the sort of the pre-electronic knowledge and technology. Mechanical technology fascinates me more than electronic, just because of how cool it is. Making the gadgets and wondering how did somebody with a lot of time on their hands figure out that this does this and will interact that way or whatever. It's pretty cool. But one of the Chinese videos that are kind of like, there are channels that are like that, is called Grandpa Amu. And what he does, it's similar. A lot of his stuff is cooking, but he also does tool making. So a lot of his crafting things are simple. He'll make a bench or something, but he also shows a lot of other little puzzle things because he's got a grandson, so he makes toys and that sort of thing. But I think the most interesting things I've seen in his videos are his tool making. And so he makes like a bow saw and just a few other things that are actually very simple, very, very basic, but the utility of the tools, I think, is what's most impressive. And I think I need to be in this lane, as I just cut in front of that one. The blinker keys need to be closer to the driving keys on the keyboard. They are literally on the opposite side, which makes them difficult to prioritize using. Oh, come on. But yeah, so that's what I spend a lot of my free time doing now, which I really shouldn't because I have other things to be doing. But another thing that makes them so enticing is that they are usually less than 10 minutes. They're like 5 to 10 minutes. So, end of the day, don't want to go to bed yet. It's like, oh, I can watch half a dozen of these. And then it's like 2 in the morning. So pick it up. This trailer must be fairly heavy because acceleration is not so easy. Not with the other stuff that I've been taking. Okay, I can go right on red here. Hey, Zoc. Yeah, it's very, very easy to get into a groove on YouTube and just constantly go through the next suggestion and the next thing you think about and just keep watching and watching and watching. A lot of people I work with talk about the shows that they binge watch on Netflix, and I binge watch YouTube instead. Alright, where am I taking this? Well, I don't... There's a bunch of stuff in this corner, so if I did that, I don't even know how I would pull this around. Let's definitely not do that. Stuart Ashens. I have not heard of him. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Okay. Well, let's see what other things we can do here. Nice. Okay, Genevieve is our only choice at the moment. Okay, yeah, I'll check him out. I could go down to Santa Cruz. You know what, let's just go ahead and hire a driver. Get that started. Alright, so Genevieve here. Driver's rating is 0.8. That means she's on the lower end of the scale. But there are a lot of basic drivers, and she happens to be the only one. Now, she has a... I guess this is fuel economy. Sometimes your drivers here will actually have skill bonuses already, and we'll just hire her here and put her in that truck. So like Harold here, for example, has got fragile and it looks like timed time bonuses. So, but the thing is, right, so I can set these drivers now to go on jobs. And we can set their training policies. So, you know, like Harold back there, who had bonuses to fragile freight and time bonuses, we could set these people to basically go into their specialty. So, like, I could have had Harold, for example, excuse me, focus on taking fragile cargo. And I guess I can, for whatever reason, have Genevieve here go into fuel economy. I'm not really sure how that helps. But so what that will do, though, is it will make them focus on jobs that will boost that skill. And so Harold, for example, would have continually been looking for fragile freight because he gets bonus for it. But the problem in this game is that the AI seems to really only want those jobs, meaning that if they can't find a job somewhere, then they'll just go back to base empty, which means they're just spending money. So I'm going to keep her balanced. She'll pick whatever job, basically, and that means her skills will be varied, but I feel like that will be a little bit stronger for her. And so we have no control beyond this. What she does, she will just go out and eventually make some money. So let's check out the job market and see if there is not a way to go down to Santa Cruz now that we are here. Well, there isn't really, but we could possibly go through there on the way, although I think that highway is separated. Anywhere else that goes through there? Well, Oxnard is the same thing. Oxnard makes me a heck of a lot more money, but this is closer. We have to go through Santa Maria anyway on the way through there, so we will pick this. I am not familiar with that symbol, so we'll find out where that... Oh, that's the port. Aha. Now... Okay, I have not chosen the job yet. I'm not probably going to make it very far, since I am at half rested, which means at some point I'm going to need to rest. There is a rest spot right here by the port, so I could actually do that before I go off. And that's probably a better idea. Otherwise I'm likely to get myself... I should not do that. I reset. I want this. We'll get rid of that. There we go. Okay. I will go rest before I take this job so I don't suffer a penalty for being late. The downside to that is that it's going to make it, well, midday. That's okay. Just rolling stop through that. This one I'm going to have to actually behave. I'll just go down here for a minute. Is this the rest stop? Oh, no, it's over there. No, it is. This is the rest area. Okay.